Okay, I guess I'm going to have this branch above my head because there's no other places to sit in where I am right now. So today I wanted to talk about something that I have been feeling lately. I've been doing travel nursing and really thought that it was going to be a job that I would kind of have so that I can say goodbye to the profession of nursing. But after doing 3 travel assignments in Canada, I'm realizing that I really liked it, and I don't want to kind of encourage people to quit their jobs because I realized that quitting your job is not what's going to make you happy. So just for background, I wanted to talk about how I kind of got here, and 10-second short story is that I was an emergency nurse and I didn't like the job, or I was no longer feeling happy in the job that I was in, and I thought that becoming an online person, writing online or creating content, trying to become an online entrepreneurship was going to be the answer to my problems of wanting to be happy at a job. 10 months later, I realized that after going through freelancing and trying to do the whole entrepreneurship thing and now doing travel nursing, I'm starting to believe that you don't really have to quit your job in order to be happy. And there's 3 reasons that I think this is the case, but this sun is too much on my face, so I'm going to find a different place to talk to you about this. Okay, so the very first reason that I think of why this is that if you're unhappy in your current job right now, it's probably because you're in the wrong job. So you don't necessarily have to go full-time into your side hustle or your passion or whatever it is that you're thinking of. You don't have to go there in order to realize what's going to make you happy. I realized this when I became a travel nurse. So I thought that I hated being a nurse, or I hated everything about the industry. So in the nursing industry, it's not a very positive environment. I don't like the word using toxic, but to be honest, I think it is one of the words that I would describe the industry. So I was really turned off by it. But then when I left nursing, I actually missed it. I actually couldn't stop thinking about it. I wanted to kind of go back. I wanted the flexibility of becoming a nurse. I love the fact that when I go to the hospital, I do my best. I work for 12 hours, and then as soon as I leave the hospital, I'm not thinking about work anymore. As opposed to becoming an online person, doing freelance writing, when you're not writing anymore, or when you're not doing the online thing anymore, you're still thinking about it. So for example, earlier this year, I went to Dominican Republic. I was trying this whole full-time freelance writing thing, and I realized that whenever I was working on my craft, I would be wanting to leave and actually explore the area. And then when I'm actually exploring the area, I'm thinking about different ways to kind of market myself or reach out to clients or figure out how to create content online. In short, I was working in my head 24/7, whereas in the nursing profession that I was at, I had a break, I had a boundary, I work here and then I work on my creative pursuits here. So with travel nursing, I was able to do that again because now I'm still traveling, which is one of my passions, and I'm also still working on my side hustle. On my days off, I would write, I would create content videos like this, and I would actually enjoy life, and I wouldn't have to worry about the money because it's coming from the job that I chose, and it's still a job at the end of the day, but I do find myself having more freedom. I have more energy to do my creative things. I don't have to deal with the management and in a way that I would deal before. I decide when to go on assignments. I decide where to go for assignments. So there is a lot of freedom that comes with it. So if you're not happy in your current job right now and you're thinking that quitting will make you happy, I would kind of think again. Maybe you would just need to find a different job where you can actually exercise the freedom that you want, or do the things, or have a better work-life balance. So instead of wanting to take the leap, figure out what you like, what you don't like, and see if you can kind of find a better job that's going to suit your personality, because I guarantee you will be happier that way. So the second reason is that freedom from your job does not really equate to happiness. So when I had quit my nursing job, I had a lot of options. I had now so many options to becoming a freelance writer, travel nurse, and at first having a lot of options is good until you're actually there, having to decide and being confused and overwhelmed with all of the choices. And because you no longer have the income, or because you no longer have a paying job, you're kind of forced to think or to make decisions that are based on fear. I was scared of being homeless. I was scared of starving, even though I had savings. I was scared of all these irrational thoughts of not being able to afford my life. So I was making decisions that would shut down the fear. And in that scenario, I said that, I'm going to take on as many clients as possible. But that really led to me not being able to have time for my personal writing projects, doing YouTube more regularly, consistently, as much as I want. And that did not make me happy, because now I was really depending on how can I make money? How can I survive? So having a job now as a travel nurse keeps me safe. It makes me feel like I have the time and the energy to be creative, to express myself in a way that's not going to make me feel scared, because I'm no longer answering to people. I no longer depend on the craft to make money. Like, I make these YouTube videos because it's fun for me. I want to be able to express myself. But if this was my sole income, my sole job, I would probably not create this type of videos. You would probably see me doing tutorials on things like writing, personal development, but not necessarily things where I am expressing the way that I want in the form that I want. And even though this YouTube channel is not monetized, it's not making me a lot of money, I still enjoy creating for it just because it really helps me express myself, which is, I feel, why we take on creative pursuits in the first place. So the third reason is that if you're not happy in your current job, you probably haven't decided what happiness means to you. So that means that you're probably looking at other people and deciding that happiness means what you see on social media or with your peers or anything else that doesn't come from within. So for example, for me, I thought that being happy meant that I was no longer tied to a job and that I would do everything by myself. And that means traveling the world and all of these things that I saw other people were doing. And I did them and I tried to do them. I was following other people's paths that I saw online, and when I did them, I realized that it wasn't making me happy. It wasn't making me feel fulfilled like they told me it would. And that's really when I decided that I was going to define my own happiness and success and what that would mean for me. So for travel nursing specifically, I really think that it brings me the most happiness right now, because not only I get paid more to become a nurse doing the exact same job as I did before, but also I feel like I have taken a lot of my power back. That means that I would decide when to go for my assignments, when to go, and really being able to do that gave me a lot of flexibility when it comes to doing my own thing. So in the past year, I traveled to Dominican Republic, to Europe, to US, and I wouldn't have been able to do that if I was tied to my job, but now I have a different job that lets me do that. So I'm really close to the airport, and that's what you're hearing. So I guess that's what I'm trying to say. I just wanted to share that because I feel like the social media has kind of fed us that you have to quit your job, you have to become an entrepreneur, and all of these things. Well, it's great to be able to do that. I still want to do that, but at the same time, you don't have to rush, especially if you need something safe and comfortable right now. So on the side of your job, you can actually build the life that you want. I really hope that this video resonated with you. You be kind to yourself and you take it one day at a time. Bye.